Can we just talk for a minute about Mike Pence? Because there's a Mike Pence problem that is greater than Mike Pence, and I think it extends, frankly, to during Trump it extended to David Frum, and to the Lincoln Project and to a whole cadre of people. I mean, my feeling is like they're a tool. That's fine. Use the tool, hammer the nail, but don't become enamored with this tool because it's just a tool. And in Pence, I mean, you made this point that that in the Woodward Acosta's book that he was calling Dan Quayle and looking for a way in. When they said that Eastman was in his office on January 5th,
right?
Like, what if he had already decided this is bat crap crazy? I'm not doing it. Why is he spending hours with Eastman? And his lawyer is basically saying, like, this is not right. You can't do it. This was like, it was like the lapage having the sovereign citizens coming in and his lawyers trying to say, like, yeah, no, you can't assassinate the Speaker of the House. That's just not what they're talking about is wrong. I mean, Pence wanted to do it. He wanted to do it. He was just making a calculation and could figure out a way to do it.
So yeah, so I feel like this is a point, I've been sort of hard on Democrats in our conversation. I've been kind of hard on Democrats recently, but I think it's also important to say that the mess that we're in is like 90% the fault of Republicans who let Trump in, who supported Trump, who were behind Trump as long as it seemed like he was winning, who were behind Trump even after he lost. And this is the Pence thing, that if there had been a more plausible way to do it, Pence obviously would have tried to overturn the election, and it was only his belief, eventual belief, that this was the end of the line, that Trump really had lost, that kept him from taking that step. And it's clear to me, at least, that across the Republican Party establishment, there was a willingness to go along with the scheme, and that the thing that stopped them wasn't some commitment to democracy. It was a sense that the rationale wasn't plausible enough. The election wasn't close enough. But if the election had just hinged on Arizona, if it had just hinged on Georgia, if it just hinged on Wisconsin, I think they would have gone along with it. I think
Giuliani is just a unit or two less of a drunk. And I think that, and you weren't talking about the lunatics who were, this is a pretty loony group of people who are involved in this, but it didn't take, even that was not, they were still like, we're on board. If you could just bring us something, anything.
Right. And so this attempt to make Pence out to be a hero, to make these people out to be heroes, I understand why they're doing it politically, but I don't like it because I don't think it's true. I don't think Pence is a hero. I think Pence is a guy who got scared and acted according to that fear, and I'm glad he did. I think he was right to be scared, but this wasn't some great moment of integrity. It was someone who desperately wanted to deliver for Trump, who has shown no real independence from Trump at any point in his time in that administration, who joined the Trump ticket. I mean, the fact that Pence willingly jumped onto that ticket says all you need to know about the guy. Right. And his actions on January 6th, I think I said this in the piece, are sort of the absolute minimum of what we should expect from a constitutional officer. Nothing worthy of exceptional praise or anything like that. I actually used much harsher language in the column, but then I decided I should probably just tone it down a little bit.
There you go. Well, I should say one clarification on our idea of the $10, $15, $20 coupon. The Hyde Amendment at this point.
That's right. Yes.
You'd have to reverse the Hyde Amendment. The Hyde Amendment, of course, was an amendment to, I think is it to Medicare or Medicaid, basically saying that no federal dollars can go directly towards an abortion.
Right. It's for Medicaid.
But I would presume maybe you overturn that Hyde Amendment. That may be trickier politically, but I mean, this is where we're at. And I don't know how else you do that other than maybe you make it like a tax rebate and it becomes less onerous. you repeal the Hyde Amendment and then do a tax rebate or something to that effect.
Or I mean, again, you end the filibuster. You recognize that it's a fake. It's a fake obstacle. Anything that can be removed with the majority vote like that is a fake obstacle. So just get rid of it and do what you were elected to do.
You could call it the anytime an individual right that has existed in this country for over 25 years has been rolled back act. And get your one-time filibuster exception. Jamelle Bouie, thank you so much. I got to tell you, I've been reading you probably since you were the American Prospect, like 2 decades ago, right, or something.
10 years ago. I'm not that old.
Okay, sorry. Well, I'm that old, but I've been reading you for a long time, and really, really appreciate the work you're doing. And thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we will put links to Jamelle's recent pieces at majority.fm and to the Unclear and Present Danger podcast. I guess I'm getting old, but I remember when I remember when he was like an intern at the American Prospect.
Yeah, he's from like when I used to follow news through RSS feeds.
Yep. Damn, I'm old.